Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a 20-part video series showing you how to create REJJ house. Let's get started. So to start, let's go to under model, click on new, and then go drop down, click on architecture template, and then press OK. We're gonna start off at level 1, and then here we have elevation tag. We want our grid lines to be in the middle, so roughly in the middle, or else we're going to move it in the middle once we're due. But right now, what we want to do is to start going to architecture and then to click on the grid line, which is this icon right here. If you want as well, you can have the keyboard shortcut, which is GR, and then after that, you click from the bottom and over the top. And you want to make sure that you're in 90 degrees, so it's straight. Press escape and then escape again. You can select it back, and then once you select it, you're in modify, and you can type in CO or click on this icon. You want to make sure multiple is checked, and then grab it and put it on the right side. And on the right side, you want it to be 90 degrees as well. So you start by type in 4467 and then enter. 2920, press enter. 1290, enter. 4275, press enter, and then 1910 and then enter. Press escape and then escape again. So after this, what we want to do is we want our horizontal grid line. So what we need to do is we need to click on the grid line or type in GR again. So once we type it, we want to go from right to left. So click right here and then on the left side. After that, press escape and then escape again. And if we zoom in, it is number 7 because the sequence that Revit knows is after 6, it will be 7. But what we want here is letters. So I'm gonna click on the grid line and then type in capital A and then click on the space. After this, you can type in CO and then grab it again and pull it going down. So once it's down, what we want to do is type in the numbers. So 7130, we have 3830, 44, we have 4484, and then grab it again going down 3902, and then 1663, and then press escape and then escape again. Now we have our vertical and horizontal grid line. What we want to do so that everybody can follow is just click on the aligned dimension, or you could type in DI, and then here we're going to add grid lines on all of the lines that we have right here, and then we put overall, and then again we go right here, click on all the grid lines, and then an overall. Press escape and then escape again. And then here, I just want to pull this backwards again. So I'm gonna select one of the grid lines. And the nice thing about Revit is it will recognize that all of this are aligned all together. And this dash line indicates that once you move this, it will move as well. So it will move and it will grab everything else. Also, if you want all the grid bubbles to appear right here as well, you can just uncheck or check this box. So you need to select each and every one of that grid line and then check all of this. So I'm gonna do that because I want everybody to know where we're going to add all our walls and all of those. And you want to make sure that there's no bubbles that are overlapping similar to this. So what we're gonna do is select that grid line, and if you notice there's a zigzag there, it's basically what you need to do is to click that so that it will create an elbow. So we're going to select that and select it from below so that nothing is overlapped and everything is cleared, and we could check all of those. Press escape and then escape again. So after we add this, what I want to do next is to go to our elevation. I want to add our levels. So let's go to our south elevation or any elevation that you want. But to follow along, let's go to south elevation, double click on that. Here we have level 1 and then level 2. What I want my level 1 to level 2 to be around 3000. So I want it to be consistent with that, but I want to add a ground. So what I want to do is to add a level below or add a level above. So here I could just select level 2, 3000. For me, I could add levels instantly in two ways. So what I do, if it's just this having two floors, it's easier to just add it by going to architecture and then selecting this icon or typing LL. So by doing this and then adding it to 3000 again, you basically saying that this is the height that you want and the level, and here it will create that floor as well. But I'm gonna undo this because there's another way of doing this, which is by selecting this level and then type in CO and then grabbing it from there, and you can type in as well 3000. But the extra step on this is that the level is not created on your floor plan. So in order for you to see this, you will need to go to your view and then click on plan views and then floor plan, and basically select this level 3, or if you have a lot, select the first and then hold on shift and then select the bottom so that everything is highlighted and then press OK. So now you created your level 3. But I want to add a ground. I want my level 1 to be off the ground, and I want to have a ground floor. So here, I'm going to press escape multiple times, and let's type in LL, and I want my LL to be right here below level 1. But here, I'm going to put it to, or I'm going to change the name to ground floor. And then I just want to put yes. And then here we can put it at -400. But I want to switch level 1 to level floor at 0 level. So here I'm going to pull it down, pull it up. This one ground is at 0, and level 1 I want it to be at 400. And then here, because I put 400, I want this one now to be at 3400 to maintain the 3000. And then here I can select this and then type in 3000 so that everything is accounted for. And then what I want here, so that everything is readable and not overlapping, is select the level, and similar to the grid line, you can add an elbow and then move this one right on the left side so that everything is seeing, and then you could grab it and lower it down as well. And then you want to make sure that this one overlaps the level. So in case you don't pull it up, what will happen is if you go to your level 3, I could double click here, but I know it already created, the grid lines is disappearing, or it's not appearing. So what you need to do is you need to pull it up like this, and then everything will appear as well. So here we need to do it on all our levels or elevations. So here, let's go to east elevation, grab it, and then pull it up. And then here we need to add elbows so that everything can be seen and not overlapping. And then we could select this one as well and then pull it on the right side so we have enough space. Go to north elevation, everything is pulled up as well, and we just need to add an elbow and pull it down a little bit. And then west, we just need to move this one on the right side and then select this and create an elbow. And I'm happy with that. So now what we could do is we could go back to level 1, clean this up, so close inactive views. And then after that, let's click on save. We want to save this file. So I found my location, and then I'm just going to put house for now. I can put in the name of the house later on. But before we click on save, what I want to do is click on option. And here it gives you the multiple backups that you want to create. It's default into 20. So my understanding is if you're good enough, you can put it at 1. If you're intermediate, around 5. And then if you're beginner, around 10. 20 is overkill, so you don't need to put 20. So for me, I just want 5. And then once you do 5, you can basically press OK and then save it to the location that you want. So now we're ready to add walls. So let's go to architecture again and click on wall. What we have here is a basic wall generic. What we could do is we could just select this and then everything is cleaned out. But I know that newer Revit, they don't have the generic anymore. So they have something that looks like this. All the pre-build walls. You can select one of those and then edit type, and then you can click on duplicate, and then you can type in exterior wall number 1, press OK, and what you do is click on edit. What you need to do is to delete everything else. Only the core boundary structure and core boundaries are the ones that will be staying, because they are the ones that cannot be deleted. So here, this is the exterior side of this, and then this will be the interior side. So we just need to click on delete multiple times. Once we're in the core structure and core, this will be grayed out. So you cannot delete this unintentionally. So the thickness, we're gonna put this one at 200. And for the material, what we need to put first is something white. So I usually put in gypsum wallboard and then press OK and then OK. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to add a wall all around. So here under B grid line, we could go to around 12 or 1300 from this. So I started from here and then it gave me a temporary dimension that I can see. This is 1300 from this part. So around 1400, 1300. So if we check this again, we could be at around 1400. So I'm gonna put this one at 1300 instead. So if I select this, if you notice that the exterior wall top constraint is unconnected, we need to put this one from level 1 up to level 2. So if we CS this, so CS is create similar, this is the icon under modify. We need to put this one to level 2, and as you notice, anything that you change here will be changed right here. It's already wall centered and then chain, so we don't need to do anything else. So this will be our starting point, 1300 from this wall or from this grid line number 1. After that, you go up to B3, going down to C3, and then going up to C5, going down again up to E5, and then going to E4. So you want to make sure that you are basically going straight, and then I'm just gonna zoom into my Revit here, and you go up to F4 and then going all the way to F1 and then basically going to E, and then from here what I want to do is just add a small one right here. What we could do is we could TR, trim and extend right here. So once we trim and extend right here, everything will align all together. It will meet at the intersection there. So that's our first wall. And then after that, select here CS again, and then here what we're going to do is we're going to add another wall, an exterior wall right about here. It will be, let's add something like here, going to E, and then right here going down again. So I'm gonna give you some details. So here I'm gonna select this. It will be around 2400 from this wall. So that's created, and then after that select this one. This will be around 2000 from this grid line. So select here, get it from there, and then 2000. For this one, we could actually push this one around 2600. So I think that's good enough size for this. And then we're just going to type in SL, that's split element, and then press escape again, and then TR, trim and extend. So we're gonna trim and extend on this part. So now we have something that looks like this, an entryway for us. So this will be good. And then we're going to add in our border wall in the next video. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.